D-Wade appear to be unstoppable. He's knocking down shots at a rate of 64%, although he's got to hang on to the basketball just a little bit more if the Miami Heat hope to make this a 2-1 series.
Check it out now. I can see it inside your face. You're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up.
Game 1 was a heat wave. Game 2 was all about the Pistons. D took the flash out of D-Wade.
The Detroit Pistons have even the series at 1 game apiece.
Perhaps getting under the skin of the Miami superstar.
I'm not like them. I'm going to give them credit. But go back to Miami, come out with a lot of intensity.
Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player.
The temperature is rising as the series shifts back to South Beach. Pistons and Heat, Game 3, next.
Begin in the east.
Way east and a lot south. Among the many nighttime activities available to citizens and visitors of the greater Miami and South Beach area, I am told, is NBA playoff basketball. Game 3 between the Pistons and Heat. There are a lot of other things too, right?
Really?
Yeah, early first quarter, Rasheed Wallace spins baseline, gets called for the offensive foul, so no hoop there, Rasheed. Well, he's been known to get testy with the refs. Didn't like that one. Later in the first, Chauncey Billups misses the shot. Jason Williams. Jay Will pushing the ball up, Udonis Haslam. Oh, right to the 10, and the Heat are up 6 early. Off a timeout, Rasheed Wallace sits alone, scores table while the Pistons team huddles. Sometimes a man just needs to be alone with his thoughts and think about missing a 3 from the corner. As he comes out of the game shortly thereafter, Sheed gives Flip Saunders a little flip and gets out of there. Later first quarter, Heat up 3, Dwayne Wade. That's a good finish. He had 11 in the first quarter. In the second, more from Dwayne Wade. He's just showing you Marquette pride right here. Tough corner jumper, Heat up by 6. Next possession, Wade pulling up, stroke. Heat up 6. Still in the second, Pistons down 10, trying to cut that before halftime. Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey hits one, Pistons make it an 8-point game. Less than 10 ticks to go now. Wade drives and flips the alley-oop to Big Daddy. There you go, Shaq. Here's a bunny, 49-38 at the half. Third quarter, Antoine Walker so terrible in game 2. He leaves one for Shaq, and then Shaq showing emotion. Heat up 10, still in the third. Tayshaun Prince passes to Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed hits the 3, comes up limping a bit. Pistons down 10. Keep an eye on that, certainly. A little more than 2 to go in the third. Wade hits the pull-up jumper. He had 10 third-quarter points. The Heat led 74-62 after 3. They're just cruising home. But these are the Pistons. These are the Eastern Conference champs, at least the defenders. Antonio McNugget with a nice save. Rasheed Wallace gets it. Pistons down just 7. Continuing on in the fourth, Billups takes the pass, hits the 3. It's a 4-point game. How about the Pistons running off 11 straight points to start the quarter to make it a 1-point game, 74-73? How are you going to answer that? Right there with Dwayne Wade. 35 points, 13 of 17 shooting 69% for the series. That free throw goes. Antoine Walker then again to Haslam, and the Heat actually end up rolling in this thing, winning by a count of 98-83, and they take a 2-1 series lead. Of course, a year ago in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Heat took 2 of the first 3 games. Detroit eventually prevails after winning in Game 7. Game 4 set for Monday night in Miami, ABC HD. Heat starting front court, Shaquille O'Neal. Haslam, Walker outscored the Pistons trio of Tayshaun Prince and the 2 Wallaces, 48-16 for the game. Sometimes it's 1 in the paint. Heating up early, starting front court there in the first half. As you see, all the numbers belong to the Miami Heat. When the big fellas play well, sometimes you get big wins. John Saunders handling shoot-around duties from New York City. John?
All right, thanks a lot. Here with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Bill Walton. And I should point out, before the start of tonight's game, Bill Walton went out and said, defining moment for Shaquille O'Neal. I think he came through.
Phenomenal performance by Shaq. He was absolutely spectacular. He, by himself, outplayed the entire front line for the Detroit Pistons, and that includes Antonio McDyess. The total points, 27 for Shaq, 25 for 4 players. But Shaq, from the outset, was unstoppable. Working on the offensive glass like we haven't seen for years gone by. Then getting the deep post position, delivering the jump hook like we used to see so many years ago. Any misses were just gobbled up by Shaquille O'Neal. A statistical analysis, games 1 and 2, averaging just 17 points a game. An explosion here tonight. The field goal percentage plus 20% tonight. And here was a guy, Shaq, who played so well that he scared the Detroit Pistons. They wanted no part of being anywhere near him. Ben Wallace, I can't remember a single good play that Ben Wallace made all night long. And in game 2, Ben Wallace completely outplayed Shaq.